Obesity within the United States by Antonio Silverio. Introduction. For my project, I decided to focus on the contemporary health issue of obesity in the United States. I decided on this topic because the United States is infamous for its obese population, and I also personally am obese. Not only I am obese, but I also come from a family that does suffer from unhealthy lifestyles. My younger sister is actually suffering from extreme health conditions as a result of her obesity, and I want to help share how one can maintain a better and healthier lifestyle. The issue of obesity. America has a large dilemma when it comes to combating obesity within its citizens. A mixture of produce cost, commercial propaganda, and lack of proper health education have contributed to the vast increase in obesity in America. The United States is infamously home to the most obese and unhealthy population in the world. Many factors contribute to why so many Americans suffer from obesity, including environmental, emotional, and physical influences. It is a problem that society fails to recognize, and we must come together to help improve our overall health. If change does not happen soon, the spike in premature deaths due to obesity will continue to increase, and many more Americans will pass away due to preventable health issues. Relevant risk factors include reduced quality of life, mental and physical health issues, even premature death. Obesity does not just affect one aspect of your life, it negatively impacts you as a person overall. It can limit what you can or cannot do physically and mentally. One may believe that obesity is only a physical impairment, when in reality it also affects you mentally. Studies have shown that obesity impacts your health and wellness as well. For example, this quote states, individual studies have produced evidence that heavier body weight is associated with psychological factors like personality, attachment, security, and self-esteem. Cognitive deficits in working memory and attention, and mental health. Because many of these factors are plausible contributors to weight gain, this has resulted in psychosocial, cognitive, and mental health based on theoretical perspectives of the development of obesity. For example, mental health problems like depression are suggested to be both a cause and consequence of obesity, in part because negative emotions can lead to overeating and because the stigma of obesity is likely to be damaging to mental health. Obesity can lead to more serious health conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, strokes, heart attacks, and cancer. High blood pressure is one of the major causes of death in the United States, often referred to as the silent killer. High blood pressure increases the heart workload, causing it to grow weaker over time. It can also cause stroke, kidney disease, and heart failure. Diabetes mellitus is a group of diseases characterized by high levels of blood glucose. It results from defects in insulin secretion, insulin action, or both. Diabetes can be associated with serious complications and even premature deaths. Even though obesity is not a direct cause of death, it leads to more serious medical conditions that can ultimately result in premature death. This is why it is important to address this health issue now. Some controversy surrounding the topic of health is that food is not made easily accessible. In most cases, healthy food is less accessible to people of low economic status. Fast food in the United States is also a current controversy because the government does not regulate the propaganda or labels on fast food. For example, pictured in the image above, a salad that is more nutritious is priced at $5, while a burger is only 99 cents. Most of America's food consumed daily is fast food because it usually is faster and cheaper option. Not everyone can afford to purchase healthier options because healthy and organic food is geared more toward the middle or higher class. Not only that, but most labels on food are deceiving and companies promote products as healthy when in reality they contain a lot of processed fats. The US does not have any regulations on policies in place to avoid these consumer deceptions. The controversy on food prices is significant because it plays a large role in America's obese population. Farm and food policies impact the U.S. population greatly. Scholarly journals have sparked discussions surrounding this topic. For example, the following quote states, "The obesity epidemic is a global phenomenon, but it is worse in the United States than in most places. Obesity imposes significant individual and social costs and has become a focus of policy discussions. Many policy proposals relate to food and farm. What part have farm and food policies played as contributors to the problem? What part should they play in the government's strategy to reduce obesity and its social costs?" Current strategies being implemented include WIC, SNAP, CACFP, which are some of the programs that the government provides to help qualifying low-income families get free or reduced nutritious groceries. Alternative option 1. Important changes that can be made to help make fresh produce and meat more available to lower income citizens include regulating certain produce and meat prices so that it can be easily accessible to everyone. The government can also follow other countries and regulate the propaganda revolving around food. Second alternative. Another method that can be implemented includes providing educational health courses at no cost at local community centers as well. If parents learn about the consequences and influence that they have over their children's health, then the change can start at home and they can influence new generations to change. Prevention techniques include learning about the risks of obesity and how to properly fuel and care for one's body. Daily exercise. Eat a balanced and healthy diet. Prioritize mental health as well. What you can do to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Walking is an accessible, low risk, and inexpensive form of physical exercise that has been shown to reduce ill mental health. As national group walk programs occur in outdoor environments, and given that both nature and walking help mental health, interventions such as this can combine nature's exposure and walking have additive beneficial effects for mental health. You can jump rope, join a sport like soccer, volleyball, tennis, etc. How exercise can benefit you. Engaging in exercise diverts you from the very thing you are anxious about. Moving your body decreases muscle tension, lowering the body's contribution to feeling anxious. Getting your heart rate up changes your brain chemistry, increasing the availability of important anti-anxiety neurochemicals, including serotonin, gamma aminobutyric acid, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and endocannabinoids. Exercise activates frontal regions of the brain responsible for executive function, which helps control the amygdala, our reacting system to real or imagined threats to our survival. Exercising regularly builds up resources that bolsters resilience against stormy emotions. Conclusion. Overall, there are many factors that play into why the United States has such a large obesity issue in today's society. However, there are techniques and policies that the United States government can implement in order to help better its citizens' health. Obesity is changing one's lifestyle, goes beyond just exercising and working out. It is both a mental and physical challenge that is affected by our environment as well. This issue is a constant struggle that needs to be resolved because it is one of the most deadliest amongst today's society. If the United States comes together as one to fight this issue, then we all can live healthier, happier, and longer lives. Linked in the description box below is a Kahoot I created on the contemporary health issue on obesity. Please feel free to take it. References: